Hey Boo Buddies, Anya here and ready for our August Plan With Me setup. You'll notice that instead of my Archer and Olive Bat Nana bullet journal, I'm actually got my Archer and Olive Notepad going, and today I am using the brown craft paper with the dots to do some fun little custom decals that I'm making for my monthly setup. This month's theme is teddy bear picnic, and if you follow me on Instagram or have seen anything about me on the internet, you will know that I'm an adult with a giant teddy bear named Bertrand, and one of my very good friends also has a giant teddy bear who is Bertrand's best friend, Gnome. So we've been playing this summer, and I thought it would be a great way to wrap up the end of summer, back to school time, and do Gnome and Bertrand on a picnic for the month of August. So we're going to have some bears, we're going to have some cuteness, and we're going to have some baked goods, some nice picnicky food themes going on in this month. So as you can see, I'm using one sheet of brown craft paper from the Archer and Olive Notepad and my circle stencil to draw out the basic shape of some teddy bears sitting facing each other. And so bears, especially teddy bears, they're just circles and half circles smushed together with a few lines. I have already picked out the color scheme that I'm going to be using for this month, and it's very limited and it's very intentional because we've got the craft paper involved as well. So the last thing I'm going to do before I cut everybody out is I'm going to place their eyes and nose. I thought about doing a mouth because Bertrand and Gnome both have mouths and they're adorable, but you know what? It's very much my style to just do eyes and let the eyes be the expression, so we're gonna just leave with that. I think they're cuter this way, and so I'm gonna start with Gnome. Gnome is dark brown, and so I'm going to use one of my Tombow brush pens to outline him in brown, a nice dark brown, and I'm just doing the outline and the shading because the craft paper is really going to speak for their coloring, and coloring in on top of the craft paper would have made things a little more sloppy than I would have liked and kind of defeat the purpose of doing the decals. Bertrand, on the other hand, is a more blonde bear, and so I'm using a creamy color that actually with the craft paper is a little darker than I would like, but I still got a good effect. They still look very different enough next to each other that they definitely look like they are the same kind of bear, but with different colorings, and it's a little more subtle. Now all we need to do is cut them out and make them all nice and pretty. Okay, so now we've got our bears, and we're gonna move into the bullet journal at last. So the first thing I'm gonna do is figure out where I wanna put the bears. And I wanted to make them look like they were hanging out together. And whatever plan I had, once the bears were cut out, the plan changed. And it's important to figure out where you're placing your big decals before you commit to ink on your plan. So this is my calendar page, and my original thought was to kind of do a hatch pattern with the calendar. So I'm using the same colors I used to accent the bears. So Gnome's color is going up and down, and Bertrand's color is going side to side. And the idea was to kind of give a mock little gingham for a picnic blanket. It did not work. They look like the same color. They didn't have enough diversity to get the effect that I wanted, and that's okay. It still is a nice little coffee colored checker pattern for a calendar, and it works with what we ended up with, even though it's not what I wanted. There was really no way to know that until I tried it, and I didn't try it until I was doing it, so there was no adjusting. We're just gonna be happy with what we got, and I'm pretty happy. Not doing anything fancy for the August. It's just gonna be some straight hand lettering, and not even that fancy hand lettering. I'm just using a micron felt pen instead of a fine liner, and I'm just going back over where I want it to be a little thicker, and you can tell that I didn't leave enough room for the G to be nice and fancy, and the A is kind of crammed up there. But August is kind of a big month. Like most people who start their weeks on Sunday, they have 6 lines, and I start my week on Sunday, so I still only have 5, but it's still pretty big. So now that my calendar's all drawn out, I'm just readjusting. Is this really where I want the bears, and how much space do I have left over? So I'm putting my package tracker down at the bottom, and again, I was thinking, like, am I going to incorporate this and make it like a picnic basket shape? And I ended up not doing that. It was just, there wasn't enough room in the margins, and it was just more than I wanted to do. So then I'm going to put my goals tracker up here in the top where there's lots of space in the column. And I don't have my goals planned for August yet, but I'm still waiting to see how July turns out. But I figured I need more trackers for the goals than I do for the packages. Trying to limit the packages for the month of August. All right, last thing I'm going to add for my teddy bear picnic is Boo. Of course I need Boo. I mean, this is a bat bullet journal. It's nice and gothy, and Boo has their picture book coming out in September, so we need more Boo. So I am doing a sketch of Boo, and Boo is going to be at the picnic with the bears because, you know, I need all my imaginary playmates at the picnic with me. So I've got my ghost friend Boo and the giant teddy bears, and they're all going to be having a good time. So Boo needs some color accents, and of course I actually used gray instead of the usual blue accent that I do for Blue. And the reason I did that is because to keep with the more neutral, earthy brown tones that we've got going on. Then I'm giving Boo a tray of some goodies to serve to the bears. And I'm just using some regular old stickers. I am really enjoying using more and more stickers. Number one, I have them, and stickers are so much fun. And I think stickers are a great way to support small business and local artists who produce stickers. It's very affordable for all of us to just go out and get some stickers. It helps them out, and they're super fun, especially in decorating notebooks. So why try and draw everything when stickers are a thing? So each bear is getting a strawberry themed treat. Bertrand has just a handful of straight up strawberries, and Gnome has a strawberry tart, and I just think it's so cute. I have this one more sticker that I'm going to add. I got from a coffee themed pack, but it has a bear on it, so it needed to be in there just to kind of give a little extra. I'm moving on to my weekly dashboard, and this is the same setup that I have used for months and months now, and I've perfected it, and there's no reason to try anything else. I love this dashboard. It has everything I need from a day-to-day and 1 week at a time involved in it. I've got my habits and my checklist trackers. I've got my posting tracker for the week. I've got my goals and my projects that I'm working on. My gratitude journal is in here, and of course my day-to-day setup for tasks and appointments. And then I still have space left over to decorate. Again, I am using the same color I used for Gnome. I will list the colors in the description below. I don't remember offhand exactly which colors they are, but they are coffee colors, and that just works perfect for me. And again, I'm just doing my Micron pen. I'm not even using a fine liner in this setup at all. Just nice, straightforward, easy peasy, using our stationery to the best of our abilities. And that is the best way, especially August. There's a lot going on in August. We've got back to school, whether you've got kids or you yourself are going back to school, or even if you're just trying to go out and exist. Everyone else is shopping, so you have to be aware. We are officially in Halloween countdown. We are officially in book launch countdown for Boo. Oh my gosh. And there's just, it's a fun month. It's still hot. It's cooling down. Lots of things are going on. Got to get those barbecues in. So I'm doodling real quick just with the brush pens, a quick doodle of Bertrand, and I'm gonna finish him off with another sticker decal of a cup of coffee that I thought fit and made him look oh so cute. This month is very cute but also very minimalist and very approachably easy. We're just gonna finish off with some final details, just kind of clean everything up, make sure we've got all that little personality. But this is exactly what I want to see in the month of August. It's just a nice, clean, minimalist, but oh, so much personality, and that sums it about up. So this is my August setup with calendar cover page with Boo and his teddy bear friends, and my first weekly spread up for the month of August. I hope this inspired you in your own setup and in your own desire for cuteness, and I will see you in the next one, Boo Buddies.